What's up, everybody? You're watching Vagabrothers, and right now we're about to take our first ride on a private jet. We're going to Sevilla, Andalusia, Spain.
Fired up.
Vámonos! Well, we made it to Sevilla. Easy flight. Came down here. Griffin was up front with the pilot partying. Well, the pilot wasn't partying, but Griffin was pulling out the champagne.
I was part partier, part steward.
So we got to Sevilla. It's dusk, and what a beautiful city. Tons of history, tons of culture, and very much the polar opposite of San Sebastian.
We're in Alfonso the 13th right now, which is one of the poshest hotels I've ever stepped foot in. And we arrived, we had a bottle of champagne. There's some nice strawberries and chocolate. It's pretty romantic. Thank you, Marco.
Yeah. As you might know, Sevilla is famous, very famous for a dance that is known all around the world, the Macarena.
No, flamenco. Flamenco, bro.
And
what are you talking about?
also flamenco, but also the Macarena. But we are gonna go to a neighborhood called Triana, which is on the other side of the river, and we are gonna learn a little bit more about flamenco while having tapas. So we made it to Triana, a neighborhood across the river from downtown Sevilla, and we're at this place called La Artesana, which is an artisan product shop. They got tons of great olive oil, wines, cheese, and jamon. So we're trying the local ham from here. This is really high quality ham. It's raised, the pigs are raised eating mostly an acorn diet, which makes the fat content really healthy, supposedly. It just tastes delicious.
Just believe it and eat it and enjoy it.
So what are we drinking here, Griffin?
We're drinking sherry. Tío Pepe. It's a lighter sherry. It hasn't been aged for that long, and it's quite delicious.
Across the street in the market, and there is a really cool spot here. It's a really tiny theater. It seats less than 30 people, and we're gonna see a live flamenco show. I'm not really sure where it comes from. It definitely has influences from the Roma people, who are commonly known as gypsies. It also has a bit of a Sephardic Jewish influence, all of which blended together in this wonderful melting pot of a city.
Yo, I loved it. It was super cool, a unique experience for me, a lot of style, a lot of passion. And the owner, at the end of the performance, he came over and he told me that they put the theater here in the market because people come here every day to get their fruit, their vegetables, their meat, stuff they need for their bodies physically. I wanted to bring something here to the market which people could come and feed their souls with. A little bit of culture, which is super cool.
So we're wandering the back streets of Triana, and it's just so cool to see how different this is by contrast from the Basque Country. The Basque Country, potentially one of the oldest cultures in the world, largely defined by the lack of influence from other cultures. Here, a melting pot of Jews, Christians, Arabs, Gypsies, everyone living in one neighborhood, producing amazing cultural synergies like flamenco. This used to be a slum back in the day, and then there was this ceramic industry that they learned from the Moors, from the Arabs, and all these buildings around here became ceramic factories, a trade that really flourished until the 1920s. Now it's a really cool neighborhood, and there's a lot of great spots like the one we're gonna go right here. More tapas on the way. Before we had a which is white. This is got a little bit more alcohol in it. They're fortified wines, so they can survive the England, kind of like the IPA of wines. And we got a nice spread before us, like these little garnishes. They're all vinegar. To the last bar of the night, the Antigua Abaceria. I don't know what a Abaceria is, but I know that Antigua means old, so it's an old one. Let's go inside and check it out.
A lot of people here are really fan of Semana Santa, which is Easter, how we celebrate Easter, with a lot of processions that are represented in these pictures, for example. These virgins, these Christ that we put on floats, and we walk them around the city to go to the cathedral and back as a pilgrimage.
Okay guys, so stay tuned because tomorrow we're gonna wake up, we're gonna learn how to cook all the secrets of Andalusian food, and then we're having a very special dinner tomorrow night on an island not far from here. Buenos dias, everybody. Welcome back to Vagabrothers. Right now, we are in Sevilla. I'm with my buddy Griffin. We are going on a food tour, and today we're going to learn about Andalusian cooking. So we're in this awesome hotel, the Alfonso 13, and right inside the hotel is a cooking school. So we're going to go learn some dishes from Mimo. Vamos. Okay, so the first dish that we're preparing is salmorejo. It's kind of like gazpacho, but gazpacho is more of a juice, it's thinner, whereas salmorejo is more of a soup. You eat it with a spoon. We're preparing everything right now. We got these beautiful anchovies here. We're gonna cook them with an eggplant as well at the same time. And then we have this lamb that has been cooking at 68 degrees Celsius for 18 hours in the sous vide machine. This is it. It's got this beautiful herb bath it's in right now, and it's vacuum sealed, and then you put it in a sous vide machine, which is basically putting it in hot water at a constant temperature so that it cooks evenly all the way through. It's been doing for 18 hours, so now it's ready to go.
Very good.
Buenísimo.
Thank you for meeting.
Oh, thank you
So good. Okay, now we're at the plate that I'm the most excited about. This is the lamb dish. Look at how light the flesh is. That's because before we got here, it was soaked in milk overnight, milk and salt, and that kind of pulls out some of the stronger flavors from the meat. So lamb is a dish that was cooked a lot by the Moors and the Arab influence, but this is also cooked in pork fat. We learned last night that they would put pork into a lot of dishes as a way of making sure that the locals here were Catholic and not Jewish or Muslim, which was a really big important thing during the Spanish Inquisition, which the city was kind of at the heart of. Anyways, let's see how this dish tastes because it looks amazing.
Any excuse to not do it. And in the end, the woman, like the senior, is just
Oh, wow.
never mind.
So lunch is done, and unfortunately we have to leave Sevilla. Beautiful city, amazing hotel, but the good news is we're going to Mallorca. We're gonna go stay in an awesome castle and have an excellent dinner tonight to round out the trip. It's time to catch a plane. Grand finale, final night, wrapping up everything with a lovely dinner here in Palma. We just checked in this beautiful Castillo Hotel Son Vida. It's an old castle on the hill overlooking Palma de Mallorca, and now we're going into town for some dinner. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Lovely dinner, lovely weekend, super fun trip, bro. I had a good time.
Cheers, thank you.
Dude, I mean, I wish Alex was here to enjoy it with us, but we've had a great time. I think that...
Alex, we are partying on in your honor. Much love to you. We've been eating great seafood. We've been having fun. We've been living the luxury lifestyle like I have never lived in my entire life.
Neither have
so
I.
I want to say thank you to the Vagabrothers. I had a ton of fun and looking forward to more adventures.